Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, and its capital city is one of the most dangerous in the world. In the absence of law and order, a recycling project is helping turn this community around. In Port-au-Prince, official figures are hard to come by, but it's estimated that about 12 out of every 100,000 people are murdered every year. For 5 years, this city of more than 2 million has seen a complete breakdown in law and order in some areas, the so-called red zones. A shaky peace is kept across the country by a United Nations force. One of the most notorious areas is Carrefour Faye. Here there is no employment, no policing. The visible signs of governance are absent. It's an intimidating place to start a recycling experiment. But one has started, initially with international funding, but it's now starting to stand on its own feet. Every day, more than 18 tons of rubbish is collected from the streets. But its aim is to do a lot more than clean up the environment, even to provide employment. The main objective is to bring some semblance of normality, and with it, security. The freedom to believe it's possible to live outside the shadow of endless gang warfare.
It's a sustainable project, a project which maintains peace here, in this area, a project which creates jobs. And when you provide help, it must be the sort of aid that helps you become self-sufficient. That's what really matters.
It's an organisation called the Action Committee for Sanitary Affairs in Carrefour Faye, or CASCAF, and it operates from this centre for rubbish collection, sorting and recycling. Even in a poor city such as Port-au-Prince, mountains of rubbish are created. Often it ends up in the most deprived areas such as Carrefour Faye. Project director Eliana Nicolini worked with the community to put the rubbish to use. She started CASCAF in 2006. It began as a United Nations funded project, but it's becoming self-financing.
Esse projeto aqui foi todo desenvolvido com a comunidade.
This project has been developed with the community. This project wasn't dreamed up in an office, but has been worked out with the community.
Foi desenvolvida pela comunidade. Então toda a tecnologia que nós podemos chamar assim, a tecnologia é haitiana.
All the technology is Haitian. The community has helped plan the rubbish collection, the street cleaning, construct the centre and organise waste management, as well as recycling and the production of goods made from waste.
Reciclagem, que tipo de produto que eles gostariam obter dessa reciclagem.
Haiti is a country where a quarter of the GDP is remittances sent home by immigrants. Turning the waste into something useful is vital, and it has in the process brought some normality to a neighbourhood where even the most rudimentary services have long since vanished.
Nós desenvolvemos com a comunidade 50 pontos de coleta.
We've set up 50 rubbish collection points across the district, and the people now leave their waste at these public dumps.
Esse lixo nessas lixeiras públicas. A partir do minuto que a comunidade.
Once the dumps are full, 3 lorries and teams of cleaners collect the rubbish and take it to the centre for sorting and recycling.
Passam por esses 50 pontos de coleta, coletam esse lixo.
Once the rubbish arrives at the waste management centre, it's unloaded from the lorries and the staff carry it to the sorting tables.
Ele é desembarcado. Após o desembarque do lixo no depósito, ele é levado.
Here the rubbish is sorted into different categories: plastic, glass, paper and metal.
Esse lixo é separado em plástico, em vidro, em papel, em metal.
After this initial sorting, the plastic and metal is sold to recycling companies.
E o metal também é para venda direta às companhias.
70% of the district streets are now cleaned daily by CASCAF.
The local authorities don't venture this far, so we've taken on the responsibility of cleaning up the district. The street cleaning team is at work right now. Every morning from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, they come and sweep the streets, collect the rubbish, put it on lorries or in the bins that we've provided pretty much everywhere. Notice that there are a lot of women. They're no longer with their husbands. They live alone and have 5 or 6 children. Some husbands were killed in the violence. Others fled and can't return to the community. Under this project, we give the women work, And now they can pay for their children's schooling, the rent, and provide food for their children.
The sorted materials are sold to recyclers. The waste paper and cardboard are made into fuel briquettes. So far, more than 250,000 fuel briquettes have been manufactured by the scheme. With Haiti's forests cleared to meet the demand for charcoal, the slow-burning briquettes are a handy and cheaper replacement for cooking. The briquette-making machine looks simple, and that's not deceptive. It is simple. It was designed to be so by Eliana Nicolini and the student engineers at the University of Port-au-Prince. The waste paper and cardboard are placed in plastic barrels and water is added. Once wet, the waste is crushed using a pestle and mortar. Sawdust and more water are added to the resulting pulp. The mixture is put into cylinders with plastic discs separating one brick from another. The cylinders are fixed onto a press, and with the help of a jack, the pulp is compressed to create the briquettes. Once compressed and removed from the cylinders, the briquettes are set out to dry and can be sold as fuel. In a few months' time, the project, initially financed through the United Nations Development Programme, will be entirely in Haitian hands and should become self-financing.
The benefits generated from the sale of the briquettes, the compost, the plastic, the metal and glass, finance the project. We've carried out a study into becoming self-financing, which has come out positive.
The workers here earn at least $3 a day for 4 hours' work, offering the district the kind of stability it hasn't seen for a long time. CASCAF provides employment for 400 people in the community and another 200 during busy periods like Carnival.
Quand les projets viennent dans ce quartier, le quartier c'est vraiment très bien propre et puis
the project means the area is now really clean, and that's helped people pursue their ambitions to pay for their children's schooling. Even I've been able to do things that matter to me.
À faire des choses qui est important dans ma vie. Par exemple, je suis infirmière.
For instance, I'm a nurse, and I started studying, but I could no longer afford the fees. Working for CASCAF has helped me pay for my tuition.
Il m'a aidé de payer mon écolage.
In fact, there are 35 districts in Port-au-Prince, and if this project could be set up in the 35 districts, I think it would be an extraordinary thing for us. It's vital that there are such projects because in Haiti, people hardly believe in anything any longer. It's important that we set up projects as we've done in Carrefour-Faye.
And if it wins World Challenge, what will CASCAF do with the prize money?
We have to submit this to the community and let them decide what they want to do. But probably they would like to build a healthcare centre.